it's Sherry here, and today I'm here to help you guys again through your NUS journey. We'll be talking about everything related to cap, and I thought it would be very appropriate or inappropriate for me to wear a cap while talking about cap. I'll actually be going through, your grade table. I'll also be going through how to calculate your cap. I'll also be going through with you CS/CU modules. I'll also be going through with you redrawing from certain modules. I'll also be going through with you SUs. And I'll actually run you through the cap calculator. So if you haven't watched everything that you should know before NUS, you're definitely missing out. If you haven't watched the introduction to this series, if you haven't watched my video all about modules, modular credits and things like that, if you haven't watched the video about how to graduate in terms of your graduating requirements, you have to catch up and then watch this video so it makes more sense. I really hope that you can like, comment and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when my next episode comes out, and do be prepped because next episode I'm talking about everything related to bidding for modules, and I know you guys need help in this area, so definitely I'm gonna hop in again and share with you everything that I know about bidding. So let's just get into this video. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the grade table. This is just very important for you guys to know. If you're an NUS student, I also wish that I found out about this not in year 4, but okay, let's just talk about it. So for your grade table, if you get A plus or A, you basically get 5. Okay, so 5. If you get A minus, you get 4.5. If you get B plus, you get 4. If you get B, you get 3.5. If you get B minus, you get 3. If you get C plus, you get 2.5. If you get C, you get 2. If you get D plus, you get 1.5. If you get D, you get 1. And if you get F, you get 0. So something for you to note is that for every module, if it's a gradable module, you'll be receiving a grade like this. And another thing to note is that your CAP's total score is actually 5. So generally speaking, let's imagine that your CAP right now is 3.5. If you have an A plus, A minus, B plus, it would definitely pull your CAP up. However, if you get a B for all your modules and on average you got 3.5 for everything, then your CAP will remain the same. And then if you get B minus and anything below, that would definitely bring your CAP down. I actually read somewhere that most of our NUS modules are based on a bell curve system, so generally speaking it's pretty hard to fail, but it's also pretty hard to get like an A or A plus, and most students basically get a B or C or even like a D. So that's just something for you guys to know in general, and just for mental preparation about what the normal grades are. Okay, now I'll be talking about how to calculate your CAP specifically. Basically just this formula over here. Sum bracket module grade point times MCs assigned to the module over sum bracket MCs assigned to all modules used in calculating the numerator. So I know this sounds a bit confusing, so make sure that you watch till the end of this video where I share with you a bonus resource on how you can calculate your CAP much more easily. Okay, now let's talk about grades for CS or CU modules. Okay, so just sharing with you guys, CS just basically stands for completed satisfactorily. I don't know how to say this word, so completed satisfactorily, and CU stands for completed unsatisfactorily. So basically CS or CU modules most of the time are industrial attachments, internships or enrichment modules, and basically modular credits will be given for modules that are completed satisfactorily, although no grade points will be assigned. So basically, for instance, if this module is like a CS or CU module, you will be getting the 4 MCs, imagine if it's 4 MCs, but you will not get a grade. Therefore, completing this module will not affect your CAP. What happens if you redraw from a module? Okay, so I just want to share with you guys about this because a lot of people don't actually know about this until they hit year 2. So just sharing with you guys, you are actually allowed to redraw from modules legitimately. So let me share with you. When a student redraws from a module between the first day of week 3 of the instructional period and the last day of recess week, a W grade will be recorded in the transcript. So withdrawals after this period, bracket from the first day of week 7 of the instructional period, close bracket, will result in an F grade, which will be included in the computation of the CAP and will not be eligible for the SU option. So essentially the long story short is that if you want to redraw from a module, do it early and don't wait till the last minute, because if not, you get an F, which is in the grade table 0, and then that will definitely affect your cap. This can actually be easily prevented if you redrew earlier, so it's very important for you to know this upfront so that you don't only find out this information like at the end of the semester. Okay, now moving on to SUs. So this question is something that I get all the time about, this SU thing. So actually, just so you guys know, S stands for satisfactory and U stands for unsatisfactory. Undergraduate students may elect to have certain modules graded on an SU basis. If you're graded on an SU basis, basically subject to certain conditions, you can basically, long story short, not get a grade for this module. So usually people, at least seniors like me, would prefer to use our SUs on modules that we did not do well in, so that we do not count it into our cap. So for instance, if you got a C and you are like, okay, I definitely want to aim for a cap higher than 4 or something like that, you want to use SU on this C module. So when you remove this grade and convert it from a C grade into like a SU grade, basically you are saving your cap because it will not go down as much as you have expected it to. And you definitely need to check for your own faculty about the certain conditions for how to SU, because every faculty is going to be pretty different, I believe. And in general, SUs are used more in year 1 and also used more for 1K modules. So that's just so you know. Do please refer to the school website for specific details, because I can remember all the modules that you can SU, but definitely that's the general rule of thumb that you want to abide by. And again, I'm going to put all the links below for you to get more information. Okay, so welcome to the bonus resource. So now I'll be running you through how you can actually use this cumulative GPA calculator for NUS. So I'll be linking this link down in the description below so that you can just click on it. So this tool can actually be used to calculate your semester grade point average or your cumulative grade point average. So first, you just need to input the current GPA that you have. You also want to input the predicted credits and grades that you may get, and then you get the predicted GPA that you will get after the semester ends. So let me just give you guys an example. So you can put your cap here and then also the credits that you have already earned. So for instance, if you take one module that's worth 4 credits and you get a B, and then you take another module that's 8 credits and then you get an A, and then you take another module that's only 2 credits and you get a C, and then you take 2 more modules and you get an A for each. You can just click calculate, and essentially the cap calculator will show you the exact predicted cap. At the end of the semester, you have accumulated a total of 120 plus 22 MCs to get a total of 142 MCs. Your current GPA is 4.0, but that semester's GPA is 4.45, which will leave you with an ultimate resultant cumulative GPA of 4.07. I'm going to show you guys one more example. Okay, so for instance, if your credits earned is 130, and let's imagine that your cumulative GPA is 2.0, and let's imagine that you get A for everything. So in this situation over here, you can see that I increased my credits from 130 credits to 154 total credits, and I can also see that my cap, if I actually get A for 6 different modules worth 4 credits each, I will get a cap of 2.46, an increase from 2.0. I really hope that this bonus resource was helpful for you, and I wish you all the best in your GPA. So thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. I really hope that you learned about grades and your cap. That being said, in no way am I promoting students to care only about cap. In fact, I really promote the opposite. I feel like cap is important to some degree, professionally speaking, but university life is really for you to enjoy and have fun. So definitely do make sure that you have a balanced university life and all is good. Also, please do not base your worth on your cap or anything like that. It's really just a number, and just be confident with yourself, and I really hope that you have an awesome university life. So I really appreciate you guys watching this episode. Again, please do like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I post next week's episode, which is all about module bidding. And I know this is a huge question mark for many people who are new to it, so definitely make sure to watch the next episode. And I'll see you guys there.